Namaste students. I hope you all are fine. Our today's topic is insurance from chapter 4 Business Services. As you all know, life is uncertain. Human life is uncertain. Uncertain means unpredictable. Yes, the life is unpredictable. The future is unpredictable. We can't even guess what is going to be happening in the future. So there is a uncertainty. The rule of uncertainty of life applies not only to the human being but also to everything which is present on the earth, in any shape or in any size. Any human being or property which is present today may not remain same in same form tomorrow or day after tomorrow. That is a risk. That is a uncertainty. This uncertainty predominates everything. It creates a sense of loss or fear around us. Now, if a person wants to live a happier life, the person has to eliminate this risk or sense of loss to make a life meaningful or worth living. One has to remove this uncertainty, but this is not possible. We can't eliminate the risk, the loss which is due to uncertainty. But yes, definitely we can minimize the risk, the loss which is due to these uncertainties. The minimization of this loss either by providing the monetary help or by purchasing a new property in lieu of that lost one. Like this we can minimize the loss which is due to uncertainties. The medium through which we can minimize the risk, the loss which is due to the uncertainty is known as insurance. So the insurance is a contract in which one party takes the responsibility of risk of another party. In this contract, one person promised to the other person that he will pay a prescribed specific amount to the another person who has transferred the risk of responsibility, transferred the risk to that person in lieu of a fixed amount. He is going to pay a specific amount to the person. That is known as insurance. So in simple sense we can say insurance refers to a contract whereby in exchange of fixed consideration, means in exchange of fixed fee, one party promised to pay a fixed amount. The person who is taking the responsibility, he is promising to the another person that after a specific period of time or at the happening of that event, the person will pay a certain amount to the first person. That is known as insurance. This I will explain you with the help of example. For example, I purchase a car. Now, there is a fear in my mind that yes, this car can be met with an accident anytime. So now this thing, it's become my risk. Now there is a risk that when I drive the car, it will be definitely met with the accident. Now to overcome this thing, to minimize, I can't eliminate this risk as it may or may not happen in the future. It is just a possibility that in future the car may or may not met with an accident. Now with this fear I can't drive my car, I can't enjoy the ride of car. For this, if I want to eliminate or if I want to minimize this risk, I have to transfer this risk to the another person. And if any person is ready to take that risk, I'll definitely transfer my risk on that person. So this, when we transfer our risk to the another party, another person, and in lieu of that thing, the person is charging something from us. In lieu of money, you can say, the person will charge some money from us and he'll take the responsibility, he'll take the risk. Yes, if something happened to the car, the risk, the loss will be bear by me. The person is promising me this thing and I'm paying something to that person. That is known as a insurance. That is known as a contract in which one person is transferring the risk to the another person. In lieu of that thing, the person is charging something, some money, some amount from the first person and taking the responsibility. Yes, if something happened, if the event happened, if something wrong happened, the loss will be bear by me. So that is known as a insurance. I hope the meaning and the concept of insurance is clear to you. Here we have some basic terminologies related to the insurance. The first thing is insurer, the person who is taking the responsibility, the person who is charging something and giving the assurance that yes, if something happen, I'll definitely pay you something, certain amount. That person is known as a insurance. The person who does the insurance, the person who is taking the responsibility, who is taking the responsibility to bear the loss. The person is known as a insurer. Next is insured. The person who gets the insurance done is known as a insured. In the previous example, I was the insurer because insured person, because I am taking the insurance from other person. The person who is giving the insurance, that person is known as a insurer. Clear? Next is premium. Premium is a fixed amount which is charged by the person, which is charged by the insurer. This fixed consideration, the fixed amount which the person will charge in lieu of taking the responsibility. Next word is policy. Policy is basically a written document in which the term and condition related to the contract is written. That is known as a policy. Each and everything is disclosed in written form. That is known as a policy. Next word is sum insured. The amount for which the insurance is taken, that is known as a sum insured. This terminology also I'll explain you with one example. For example, one person A has taken person A gets his car insured from ABC Limited Insurance Company. ABC Limited Company. ABC Insurance Limited Company for rupees 2,50,000. The insurance amount is 2,50,000. It means the ABC Limited Insurance Company is giving insurance that if something happened with the car, they will pay rupees 2,50,000 to the person A. So in this case, A is a insured person. ABC Insurance Company is the insurer and the sum insured is 2,50,000. Now for this, A is paying an annual premium of rupees 3,000. Now for this, the A is paying annual premium of rupees 3,000. That is known as a premium. Clear? The sum which the person is paying for the consideration of the insurance, that is known as a premium. So in this case, 3,000 is a premium. A is an insured person. ABC Insurance Company is a insurer, and 2,50,000 is a sum insured. And the document which contain all these terms and conditions is known as a policy. I hope the example and the concept of insurance is clear. Now come to the features of insurance. Yes, a very first feature of insurance is two parties. Yes, there is a need of two persons for the insurance contract. The first person, the one person who is taking the insurance, whose insurance is done, and the another person who is doing the insurance. The person who is taking the responsibility and the person who is giving the responsibility. There is a need of two persons for doing the insurance. Next is based on utmost good faith. Yes, in insurance contract, both the parties, both the person, insurer and the insured should disclose each and everything to each other. For example, if a person is taking a life insurance, the insurance for his life, the person should disclose each and everything which is related to his life to the insurance company. That is known as a at most good faith. Each and everything should be disclosed to the another party. In same way, the insurance company also should disclose each and every term and condition to the person. That is the first principle of insurance of company. We'll do it in detail. But here as a feature we are studying based on utmost good faith. There should be both the parties should disclose each and every fact to each other. That is known as a utmost good faith. Next is free from the expected risk. Yes, insurance we are taking from this purpose only, in which we are transferring our risk to the another person, to another company, to the company. Transfer of expected loss. Yes, insurance company gives the insurance that if the person will suffer a loss, that loss will be compensated by the insurance company. So there is a transfer of expected loss. Next is payment of premium. This insurance, the insurance company is giving in lieu of some consideration, some fee, that is known as a premium. So premium is must in insurance. The person who is taking the insurance has to pay something to the insurance company. Next is types of insurance. This topic we will do in detail, types of insurance. Here I will explain you, not in much detail. There are mainly two types of insurance, life insurance and general insurance. Life insurance is insurance of anyone's life. Like I can get my life insured. So after my death, the insurance company will compensate to my family. That is known as a life insurance. And the second insurance is general insurance. This accident insurance, fire insurance, theft insurance, they all come under a general insurance. Happening of event. Event should be happened in the case of insurance. Then only insurance company will compensate. Now what is this happening of event? What is the event basically? See, in the case of accident insurance or general insurance, there must be loss. There must be occurrence of loss. For example, if I have taken a car insurance, the car should be met with an accident, then only insurance company will compensate. In the case of life insurance, two events can be happened. One is a death of a person before a certain period of time, or second thing, when a certain period of time, the maturity period is over. The two things, at two times the company will pay. See, human life is a life which is not, the loss of human life is not compensated by any person. It not covered by any person or any insurance company. So, general insurance, see, next point is security and investment. General insurance are basically for the security purpose only. They'll give the insurance for a particular time period only, says 1 year only. So if I take my insurance of my car, it will be of 1 year only. If within that 1 year, if something happened with the car, if I suffer loss due to the accident or with any event, so insurance company will pay to me within that 1 year only. But in case of life insurance is solve both the purpose, security purpose also and the investment purpose also. See, insurance company will pay in the case of life insurance when the person will dead. At the time of death of a person, the insurance company will pay to the family, or when a certain period, a particular period is over, after the maturity of a certain period, then also insurance company will pay to that person, because that solve the purpose of security and the investment. So happening of event, in case of general insurance, something should be happen with that object which we get insured, or in the case of life insurance, death or a maturity period of a certain period which we had decided. After that, based on cooperative system. Yes, this insurance is a pool system basically, is a cooperative system in which many insured person get their insurance done, and out of that maybe 1, 2 or 3 or maybe 10% get the insurance at a time. So insurance company, what they do, they take the premium for everyone. For example, if I'll open one insurance company and so many person will take insurance from me, I'll give insurance to each and many person, and I'll collect the premium from that person. So it's not possible that everyone met with an accident, or everyone in the same year everyone get a loss. So it's not possible. In this way, insurance companies do their businesses. They take premium for everyone. They make one pool, and out of that pool, the person who suffer loss, they'll pay to that person. That is known as a based on cooperative system, in which the insurance company, what they do, they take insurance, they take premium from many insured person, or maybe from out of that insured person, 1 or 2 met with an accident or suffer losses, and out of that pool they'll pay compensation to that person. That is known as a based on cooperative system. So I hope insurance features are clear. Insurance, there mainly 2 persons are required. One person will take the insurance and one person will do the insurance. The insurer and the insured. Insured means the person who is getting the insurance done, and insurer means the person who is doing the insurance. That is known as a insurer. Like insurance companies are the insurer, and the person who takes the insurance, who transfer the responsibility to the, who transfer the risk to the insurance company, that person is known as a insured. Clear this thing? These are the features. 2 parties based on utmost good faith, where each and everything should be disclosed, free of expected risk, yes, in which we are transferring risk to the insurance company. Expected transfer or expected loss, yes, when the person, when the loss occurs, the insurance company will compensate to the person. Payment of premium, premium is must there. They are collecting premium. In lieu of that premium only, they are giving us assurance of bearing the loss. Types of insurance I had explained: life insurance and general insurance. Happening of event. In the case of general insurance, there should be something happened or loss will occur. So that loss will occur, then only the insurance company will compensate. Otherwise, they will not compensate. Security and investment, yes. Both the elements are present in insurance, security as well as investment. In general insurance, we have only security, but in life insurance, we have security also as well as investment also. Because in life insurance, we are getting a compensation, we are getting a certain amount after a specific time period also, or at the time of death also. After that, based on the cooperative system, I hope this is also clear. Insurance company, they are making one pool in which they are collecting the premium, and out of that premium they are paying compensation to the person who are suffering loss. I hope these features are also clear.